Hey, good morning. Guys, thank you so much for giving me your feedback yesterday on the video. That was a tough one for me just to kind of tell you guys the things that I struggle with and try to identify because it's really hard to actually sit there and think about like who am I? That was that was a challenge, and you guys did great. I'm working on responses to everybody's sheets that they gave me. There's a couple with no names on them, so I'm going to write a response and I'm going to figure out who they belong to after that. We'll straighten it out. But you guys did so awesome, man. And I tell you what, a lot of the stuff that I read, like I'm right there with you. At that age, I was right there with you, and at this age now, I'm still fighting that fight with you, and it's okay. That's life. That's our journey. No problem, right? It's just the fight we have taken on, and that we're doing all we can to continue that fight. So, I really do appreciate it. You guys are stronger than what you think, man, and I just love hearing your thoughts. My thought for you today is a word, or maybe words, I guess. I don't know. I consider it one word, and I think I actually, it's one of my favorite things, and I'll tell you the word. It's cycle breaker. For anybody who doesn't know what that term means, the way I'm intending it to use today is well, actually, I just Googled I wanted to get like a formal definition of it, to be honest with you. And what I came up with was, what did they give me? It was an individual within a family unit who decides that it's time to put a stop to the harmful family pattern, or to a harmful family pattern. And that can be you. That was me. That is me. I'm a cycle breaker. I take a lot of pride in that. I dug up this little picture because it struck me. So I send this to a lot of people that I think. I don't know if you guys can read it, but it says the power of stepping away. And look at the symbolism behind it right there. That's me. My dad was raised by an alcoholic, mentally ill man who beat him every day, beat his mother, and really put him through hell. And then he left the family, and my dad was adopted by an even worse man. And he did even worse things to him, to my dad and his brothers. And so then my dad and his brothers had their kids, me, my sister, my cousins, and all of that. And they did terrible, terrible things, and they treated us horribly. And now, what was supposed to happen, right? Statistically, what was supposed to happen? That was supposed to be me. But what does that picture show? I stepped away from that. I made a decision to step away and say no more. And guess what happens now? Lives after me, generations after me, don't have to go through that anymore. They don't experience the same pain. So today, think of yourself as a cycle breaker. I think that's going to be my next tattoo, actually, somewhere. I don't know. If you guys got suggestions, tell me. I can add. I got a little one that I'm going to add here, maybe. But the power of being a cycle breaker is so significant because not only are you changing your life, but really, if you think about it, which is hard for you guys to do at your age, and that's okay, you're changing lives after you. You're changing generations, years to come. Sometimes, hundreds of years in some cases. So that's pretty awesome. Think about that. And why can't that be that? Why can't it be you? Why can't it be you? You're in a position right now where you have the most powerful learning experience possible. You know exactly what you don't want. And think about that. What got you to that position, right? Well, there's some things that happened to you, and there's some choices that other people made, maybe the people that were supposed to care for you and guide you and teach you, that they just didn't. They didn't do that for me. But what happened? We got to make a choice. We got to break that cycle at some point. We got to grab onto the people that are willing to help us out, and we got to grab onto the power within us, which I read in a lot of you guys' statements about who you believe you are. You think that you have that power. You just don't know what to do with it yet. I would agree with you. You have that power. I know you have that power. You got a lot of people here who care about you. After you get out of here, you're going to have a lot of people who care about you, whether you believe that of yourself or not. There are people out there who want to help you break that cycle. It's time to do it. It took me more years than what I care to admit, and that's why it's so important for me to get this message to you guys now so you can do this far, far earlier than what I did. So you don't have to go through a couple decades of struggles and pain and bad decisions and all those things. It's time to break the cycle, guys. You can do it. Be a cycle breaker. It's an awesome, awesome thing to do for you and for the generations after you. Now's the time. Be a cycle breaker. I'm gonna challenge you when I see you. I'm gonna remind you guys, be a cycle breaker. Have a good day, and thanks again, guys. I'm gonna write back to you on the things that you wrote to me. It's awesome. Appreciate you all. Have a good one.